We spent the last 3 months installing over $10,000 worth of parts, and we're hitting the back roads to find out if it's worth it.
This is Golf R launch control.
I've devoted my life to this channel, and to come this far to experience a hatchback at this level is something I'll forever be thankful for. I hope I can provide you as much confidence as possible in the garage, wrenching throughout the modification series, and then really having an understanding of the personality of this car through a video like this. This is an absurd amount of money to spend on a hatchback. Is it a financial mistake, or is it totally worth it? To answer that question, I need you to feel what this car feels like through this video. So I'm going to show you the exterior shots, the chase cam, the follow cam. We're going to let Parker drive, who has a Focus ST that's a comparable car, but much more affordable. We're going to hit the whiteboard, tell you what mods I believe get you the most miles per gallon so you spend your money wisely, and then we're going to answer, is this a financial mistake or totally worth it? We're coming up on 8 years of doing these videos together, and I'm a hatchback freak, so from the bottom of my heart, thank you so much. This wouldn't be possible without you, without 034 Motorsport ECS Tuning, my small team here in Karma Speed. All the links in the description if you want to modify your car like mine. Sit back, get some headphones if you have them, enjoy the video. Let's get some seat time over at Canyon Lake, my backyard here in Phoenix, Arizona. This car's a blast, and man, does it sound so good, so good. Some of my favorite videos on the internet are just watching my favorite cars just rip through some roads. Pure exhaust noise. It feels like what it would feel like in person. Having Parker's help, we're able to get the follow cam, the chase cam, and then the footage from the outside. Chef's kiss.
Oh, beautiful.
I'm gonna have 2 links in the description to 2 videos on the bonus channel that's raw driving only. So if you want to see more of that, I got you. It's in the description. Let's get back into the video to keep you along with what you need to know. Woo! How'd it look when you reviewed it?
Well, these tires are so geeked. Hard break into a corner, I go to like roll the corner like you're supposed to, and it's just like...
The Falcons were just gripping on the all-wheel drive.
We were looking at the footage and we're like, man, can you imagine when we have freaking Porsches? How crazy this would be?
This is a blast with Parker.
Let Parker know how much you appreciate him in the comments for making these videos better. Hardly used Focus ST for sale. For real though, she might be for sale soon. So.
DM him right here.
So if you want an ST, hit my line.
We're out at the Backroads. I figured the best thing to do would be to take you to drive, explain the thoughts that go through your head while you're driving it, and then we're gonna have Parker drive, who drives a front-wheel drive Focus ST, and tell you what he feels. Parker's a very experienced driver with karting. I'm more so with cars, so Parker has a really good concept of braking and on throttle, off throttle, healthy turning, apexes and stuff like that, while I'm kind of catching up, so I'm excited to see. We've got it in Nürburgring mode, put it in manual. So one thing I noticed is that after we did the camster mounts, the negative camber and the added caster totally changes how this car drives, especially in corners like this. Combined with the rear sway bar, it just rotates around. It would dive in really well, and then once we added the sway bar, it just rotates around so crazy. The 7-speed DSG, you can get carried away with shifting, which I try not to do, but sometimes it's just so much fun that you don't really know when to stop, but it just grips. I've got ESC off, so stability control's off, and I can't push this hard enough out here to get the tires to slide or do anything. At a track, obviously you would send it a little harder to maybe get some tire screeching, but even with stability control off, I never end up making it that far. As far as hatchbacks go, this is by far, it's the easiest one to drive fast because it has the most forgiveness with the all-wheel drive and the speed level. This is like the best car for all-around driving that I've ever owned, especially with hatchbacks. In terms of acceleration, it's just quick. Like, is it the fastest thing in the world? No. But with these brakes, you can make it feel a lot faster because you can send it deeper into a corner, and your brakes will catch you if you need to stop. We're slamming on the brakes right now, and it's just easy. When you're doing these modifications, the car is just really floaty and feels like you're riding up higher. And then when you do all these mods, it just feels planted. It's really responsive. You barely touch the steering wheel and it twitches, it wants to go. So it really wants to let you push the car harder. So if you think about when it's stock and you come out here, you can have a blast, but you will get some tire screeching. You will get a little bit of kind of sway left and right when you're coming out of corners, going into corners. The rear end will start to kind of dig out on you. But with all these mods, it really gets rid of that, and that's what 034 and their team puts a lot of hard work into designing, is making sure that it makes all that go away, and it just makes the driving experience that much more fun. The more hard you can push the car comfortably, the more fun it can become. Then as you become a better driver, it just gets even that much more fun.
Well, it's more fun when you can send it and you feel like you're not gonna die.
Yeah. The GTIs, Focus STs, like, they're comfortable, but
sometimes you feel like you're gonna die.
Yeah, sometimes you run out of brakes, or
sometimes we come around these corners and you're going and I'm like, if I go as fast as him, I'm gonna die.
Time to send, boys.
Honestly, like, the biggest thing that I noticed when we were driving, like, not even driving right now, but behind you, is like going into the corner, it's like good. I'm right on you. With the front wheel drive, you can dive down into the corner pretty good, hit the apex, and then right as you like start to exit, mid apex to exit of the corner, I can start to feel my car like sway a little bit and kind of start to pull out, while your car like stays even all the way out. So like, say I turn in the apex while we're coming out, my car would start to like slide like this a little bit, while this just like stays straight and planted and just like goes. So like, I was pretty much good like breaking in, staying with you on the apex, and then as soon as we made an apex to exit is like when you would get me. Like, mainly it stays planted and like level all the way throughout the corner,
and you feel it completely. I hate riding shotgun.
I can tell. exit, my car would be like, "Woo!" But yeah, I'd say like that's the main thing is like definitely the sway like you're talking about, but like exit sketchiness.
The exit is just so, you just pull out of it with this car.
Yeah.
The goal of this video is to give you as much confidence as I can with knowing what to spend on your Golf R and where to spend it. So I've broken it down into 3 stages, 3 options, 3 layers, however you want to depict what's for you. Let's go over to the whiteboard. So we have 1, 2, and 3. Level 1, let's focus on it. Miltech turbo back, lowering springs, rear sway bar, 034 stage 1 ECU. We can only do the ECU. The TCU is not out yet when I post this video. Those are the 4 modifications that I believe completely have the best bang for the buck and transform the car from a feel perspective. Are you going to feel the dollars that you spend? If you buy those 4 mods, it will be a completely different car than when it's stock. You will be very happy. Trust me. Let's go to level 2. All of that plus camster mounts for the negative camber, an added caster, the dog bone engine mount, and an intake. You will be very happy if you have those. You're gonna get added intake noises, added structure, strong feel in the chassis, and man, is it gonna turn in really, really well with those camster mounts. On to the big number 3. All of these, plus the rear sway bar inserts, brake rotor upgrade, and a wheel and tire combo. Did I put the nicest wheels and tires on this car? No. Did I love the way they look? Yes. Do a lot of people hate it? Yes. That's totally fine, and you should be okay with that. I'm okay with it. Are they heavier than factory, and that's the trigger point for everyone? Yes. Do I care? No. I'm not on a racetrack, so neither should you, so get what you want. I happen to have them around. I like how they look. It was just right. It was just right. But if you're putting this much money into your car and you want it to handle well, there's a lot better performing wheel and tire combos out there. I said it. I didn't leave it hanging. For all the purists out there, I said it, okay? It's known now for anyone you're worried about. The rear subframe inserts, you're gonna feel them. The brake rotor upgrade, you're gonna feel it. And the wheel and tire combo, you're gonna feel it. All of these worth the money. Totally transforms the car. All the looks, carbon, all that stuff is not on here for a reason, because it does not change the look or feel behind the wheel, and that's why it's not on this list. So when you go to spend your money, maybe you'll consider this. I think you will be happy with that. I'll have all the links in the description throughout all the whole series of the build video in this video for the car. Shopping through Karma Speed is a free way to support the channel and to keep creating content like this. I work with all the people who make the parts directly. They ship it to you. Or there's affiliate links in the description as well, which is another free way to support the channel. So if you're interested in parts, don't forget to come back to this video and check out those links. I will also leave some of the film gear as well, because this video was visually really satisfying and fun to make. If there's other modifications that make the car feel different, leave them in the comments below for anyone else out there who is wanting to figure out what's best for them and their Mark 8 Golf R. Now for the part, is this a financial mistake or not? There's 2 types of people in this situation, I've learned. There's Mark 8 Golf R owners or people interested in them that have boatloads of money to spend, and they could drop some serious money and be okay. Then there's the ones that are financing everything out of their cheeks, which no hate. Do what you got to do to be motivated. Go have some fun. You never know. Tomorrow is not promised. Do you. But just beware, if you're that guy, there's also people I've been aware of that can just go out and buy all the mods at once, have them paid installed, and be like, is this worth it? Or is this a stupid idea? They both exist. The people that are barely making it by, you work your way up and you get it, or the ones that are like, blow it all and figure out if it's worth it and hope that, you know, you don't lose too much money on the car or break even, which is who knows what, depending on the market. So to answer the question for the 2 different types of people, you will figure it out yourself. And what I mean by that is that when you start to modify this thing in the order that I told you on the whiteboard, you will quickly decide and realize, is this worth it or not? I think for the guy that has expendable income, no stress at all financially, he will quickly make his way up to over $10,000 in mods, because this car just gets better and better and better, and turns and handles and pulls out of corners and into corners and dives in and sounds good, and people love it, and you're sly under the radar. You're not some yellow Supra attracting police. You're just a nice little functional daily car that can literally hang with 911s in the back roads, and maybe you're not as fast as them or carry as much speed, but holy cow, you could carry some serious corner speed in this car and push it. I couldn't even push it to the point of losing traction. That's pretty easy to do in a lot of cars in corners that tight out there, and I could not in this car without getting uncomfortable about hurting myself or making an error and going over a hill and totaling the car. So if that doesn't tell you what, you can really push this car, and you need a serious driver mod to be able to really drive this thing. So if you think about it from an overall do-it-everything car, this is a serious contender when it comes to a highly modified one, or at least bolt-ons. Should you make it your life goal if you're not financially set to go do this full bolt-ons Mark 8 Golf R because you love how it looks, how it sounds, how it handles, it sounds so good, Cam said everything good about it, what's bad about it then? What's the catch? The catch is that you put this amount of money into a hatchback. You should really only be doing that if you can stomach that. Literally stomach that. You look at your mentor in life, your dad, your mom, your grandpa, your friend, your uncle, your funkle, whatever it is. I put $50,000+ into a hatchback, and then they look at you. If they look at you sideways and they raise an eyebrow and they're like, if you can't handle that and be confident in your choice knowingly, then move with caution, proceed with caution. But man, oh man, for those hatchback lovers out there, I'm telling you, this car is just gonna go, yep, check the box, check the box, check the box. It just gets better, like progressively. And usually it's like 1 or 2 mods and the car is more fun. This one, it's like it just gets more fun and handles better and gets a little faster. And I can't wait till the TCU comes out from 034 and any other companies. The car is gonna rip even harder. It's gonna be even that much more fun. It's gonna have that much better of a personality. It's just a car that's gonna be fun for the long haul, and these MQB chassis cars are just great in general. So the Mark 8 platform is superior by far handling wise. Sean over at 034 told me that already. But after really pushing this car and having a blast in it, like, man, it's just a cool car. It's so nice, it's so luxurious. It's a Volkswagen somehow, and it feels way nicer than that, and it handles great, and it's just a fun car. So you have to know that you're in love before you decide if it's a financial mistake or not, and this car will let you know through that process if you follow, in my opinion, the steps on the whiteboard of what to spend your money on. I feel like really quickly you will know if this is about to be the dumbest financial mistake you've ever made, or if you know this might be a financial mistake, but I'm having the most fun I've ever had, and I have a car that's just simple, gets around dailies, does everything amazing. Let me know in the comments, what would you spend 50 grand on? Put it in the comments, let everyone think about it, get some chatter going on. Tell me if I'm stupid for supporting this at all, because I have not driven a hatchback at the, like, Focus RS. Like, I should just rank all the cars soon. That's the only way to squash this, because this will be up there. Is it a financial mistake for hatchback owners? I honestly deem this not financial mistake. If I put this amount of money into like a Focus RS, bro, like what that would be a financial mistake if you're wanting to see how I'm grounding myself. If you want to bid to own this Golf R, I have a link in the description. Plug in your email, hit submit. I'll notify you when the Cards and Bids auction goes live very soon. Let me know in the comments what your favorite part of the series was. If you want to see us modify this thing start to finish in one video, I'll have that on the screen for you right here. Reminisce a little bit, enjoy the fun that we had together, and I'm excited to show you what's next. Hit that subscribe button to find out.